Hi, is this a take-in?
No, it's not. Please sit.
Oh, good. Thank you. And good afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Good afternoon.
Look, I have told you not to call me. Our kids are the only reason why I haven't blocked you yet. Please and please, don't contact me except I reach out to you. Are you okay? The nerve you have to ask me for money. Thunder, lightning, and Amadioha will fire you. Get off my phone. Can you imagine? What sort of nonsense is this?
I hope all is well. I'm sorry for eavesdropping.
Yeah, all is fine. Thanks for the concern.
Sure, you're welcome.
Hold on. On second thoughts, all isn't well.
Okay, I'm all ears. What's going on?
It's just marital issues. I do plan to meet with a therapist to sort it out soon.
Then I guess today is your lucky day. I am a therapist.
Oh, really? That's amazing. Such a small world.
Yeah, it is. I'm Dr. Ziri.
Dr. Ziri! Oh my goodness. You are the Dr. Ziri, the therapist my friend has been going on and on about.
Really?
Your reputation really precedes you.
I guess so. You never told me your name.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Anita.
It's nice to meet you, Anita. So tell me, what's going on with you?
Doctor, I put myself in this mess.
How and why do you think that is so?
Okay, so I've been married for 6 years with two amazing kids. They are my world, literally. I met my husband at a conference. One thing led to another. We got talking, and I was blown away by how intelligent and sweet he was. Months later, we got married, and at this time, he and I were doing pretty well at our jobs. 2 months after the wedding, he lost his job. He was involved in a fraud issue. He was lucky his office kept it hidden. Although he was sacked, he still had a good chance of securing another job. But my husband didn't apply for any jobs. I kept on forwarding job vacancies to him that I knew he'd fit into, but he did nothing. Not once did he even apply. It began to feel like I was nagging, so I decided to stop pushing. Instead, what I did was use my connections to secure him jobs, and then all he had to do was just show up for the interview and start the work. But not once did he show up for any of those interviews. Since he wasn't keen on working, I decided to set up a business for him. And to my amazement, within 6 months, he ran the business to the ground. He was so detached from the business, he didn't care about growing it. He spent the profit, and afterwards he began to spend the capital, buying new clothes and shoes for himself. After a while, we had our first kid. I thought having kids would push him to hustle, but I was wrong. Oh, was I so wrong. He became more relaxed. I was even getting upset with me for not having time for him, telling me that I'm giving more attention to the kids than I am giving to him. Meanwhile, all the bills from feeding, school fees, and every other thing was on me. It's been hell sometimes, doctor, I must tell you. I wonder how hard things would have been if I didn't have a good job.
This is sad to hear. Was he sleeping around?
Sleeping around? Dr. Ziri, he doesn't just sleep around. He slumbers around. My husband is a chronic womanizer. He chases anything in skirts. If a cow wears a skirt, my husband will chase it. He has no control over that jingle bell in between his legs. It used to get to me. I would feel hurt when I see him with another woman, And even twice, I have caught him in bed with our housemaid, making love on our bed. My bed. It was then that I destroyed every ounce of emotion I had left for him. I just couldn't conclude it. In fact, I just concluded that his problem is a spiritual one. He's no longer worth the tears and sleepless nights because so many times I've tried to talk to him, advise him, but his pride doesn't let him take any form of correction from anyone. One day, he came home late and was drunk. He went to the kids' room to wake them up and asked them to sing and dance for him. Sir, bear it in mind that this is 2 a.m. How irresponsible could a man be? I told him to leave them, but obviously, he refused. That morning, I tried to talk to him about what had happened, and he wasn't going to have any of it. He just snapped at me and told me to never question his actions. He went on and on about being a man and that he's the head of the home and his authority is supreme and he shouldn't be questioned by a woman. Doctor, I have never one day rubbed the fact that I'm the breadwinner in my husband's face. I pay him a salary for literally doing nothing. I don't deserve any of this. I've tried everything to make this work. I've prayed, I've been patient, I've spoken to a pastor, his parents, my parents, but there's been no change. Instead, things get worse. That's why I wanted to see a therapist, to be sure that the decision to divorce him is the best possible action that I could take.
I'm sorry to hear that this is what marriage for the past 6 years has been like for you. You've been through a lot. No one should have to go through this kind of marital torture. I see that you're willing to make it work, only if he could work hand in hand with you. The people who should be a figurehead in his life haven't been successful at trying to change him. This alone shows how lost he is. I would love to meet him.
Doctor, forget it. He won't come. I've tried countless times to get him to see a therapist, but he's refused. He says he'd rather die than show weakness by opening himself to another human.
He said that?
Oh yes, he did. The last therapist I tried to force my husband on was almost killed. I think it's better if he's not involved. This therapy is just for me. I've made peace with what will come as a result of the divorce.
I can see that. If this is going to make you happy, then by all means go for it. You've given your best this past 6 years. No one can fault you. But I need you to understand that divorce isn't as easy as most people think. You're about to move from one chapter to another, but the fact is the old chapter will most likely have a part to play in the new one. He is the father of your kids, so you're forever linked to him. It is not going to be easy at first, but the feeling of peace will come once you settle into the new chapter of your life.
I feel like a huge burden has been taken off my chest. Thank you for listening to me.
It's what I do. It's what I live for.
So, doctor, how much am I paying for this session?
Don't worry, there's no fee. It's a gift from one friend to another.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Dr. Ziri.